Hello everyone, today is Friday, September 6th, 2024. And for this topic, so it's about what I've been noticing recently before, all right? And I don't know if this is exactly true, but this is somehow a problem for some apparent reason, okay? Well, it can't be a problem unless you can win the many people you could try to trick into thinking that you're voting for the right person. But the topic that I'm getting at is, I've been hearing a lot about Trump this, Trump that, and I hear a lot about Trump's not winning. You know, when it comes with policies and, oh, the voting thing is not all right and whatnot. Oh, he might lose this state, so he's not winning and whatnot. Something does not add up. Something does not add up. All right. As somebody who doesn't support both sides, that it's very concerning how someone was once hated, and then now somebody loves them again. What? Kamala, this is what I'm talking about. For somebody that was hated because being vice president of the United States, is not running, and claims to say like, oh, he says, oh, I'm running, guys, and no one really ever cared because, they saw the mess that this country's going through, and some people are just saying, you know what, we can't have another year like this. We need to go for Trump. All of a sudden, all these months go by, and then somehow I'm hearing like, oh, but Kamala's winning. Did you not see the polls? Well, something doesn't really add up. Now, I don't think they're stealing from the votes. I don't think that's what it is. Right? I think it's more of propaganda and brainwash material that's making you convinced that, oh, but you have no choice but to vote for Kamala because she's winning. Another way I'm saying, it's the same stuff that they always said before Trump was ever president in the first place. Before he actually was elected, some people were actually saying Trump will never become president. This is just another year that they're just saying Trump can't be president. He's not going to be president. And whatnot. And this is somewhat of a problem. I do not understand how someone could be so hated and then go back to being loving, and then that's very concerning. No, that is honestly concerning. Like, how is someone so hated and then they're winning? Like, who honestly asked for this woman? I never voted for her. I never voted for Trump. If I were to choose between, it'd be Trump. Because Kamala's just a whack show. She's just another puppet in the podium. And I believe she's just a puppet for Biden, because he's not eligible enough of re-elected. And the Democrats knew that to begin with. I don't know why they try to push it. They were like talking about, oh, but Biden's going to be so great. Like when he comes with the elections, when he's going to be, in the election this year. Yeah, right. Look where that went with the whole CNN debate and like how like brain dead Biden was. And that's sad, honestly, because they honestly chose him because they cheated and this is what they got. No. During the time in COVID when the votes were being rigged, and it's not Biden's fault. I mean, do you think that man is eligible enough to even do anything? No, he's being told to do all this stuff. And which kind of proves like, what about people like Kamala? Where she lies about, oh, we can do this. Oh, we can do that. We will save America again. Let's not make this a communist country. When they're talking about raising prices, confiscating like AR-15s because it's considered assault rifles. That's not what AR means. Most politicians don't even know some politicians don't even know what the word AR even means. It's armament rifles, dumb fucks. Oh, and another thing. She never talked about what they would do with the Putin situation. Oh, we're not just going to leave the fact that World War III is already here secretly because we're getting ourselves involved in one. We just don't want to escalate into a further one where it gets noticeable by the people. That's what they're doing, really. I mean, they're getting involved. We don't have troops. I mean, we have troops already down to Ukraine, but we're not fighting Russia. We're helping provide Ukrainian soldiers, teaching them a little bit and whatnot. Ridiculous. Oh yeah, NATO's also getting involved as well, so that's also great when you have allies who are now getting involved because we help fund them. And then they support us because we give them money. That's all it is. And then we somehow get involved with it. Cool. I don't know why. It was never a problem to be with, but we somehow let it happen. But this is just concerning for some people. Who would honestly want to vote? You have your own opinion. If you want to vote for Kamala, go for Kamala. I just don't understand how some people could say, but Trump's winning. That doesn't make any sense. How could she be hated and then be loved? If some people could say, but she's winning. No, it's just another scare tactic for some people who would say. And if they are going to win, then it's obviously going to be proven that it was just more brainwash material. Still cheating, but hey, both sides do it anyway. They do it anyway, so we'll see what the elections hold. I have very much likely, in my hopes, Trump will not become president. And I wanted to become president, but he's not going to. Because they're going to find a way somehow. You think like all those times they put him in trial over all the fake shit like he's never done, and they like mostly drained him because they could legally do that? That's unlawful. I don't care if they say, but it's legal because it's written in the documents and the judges said so. Yeah, fucking right. They had him like underneath the table. They knew exactly what they were doing. The government knew it. Like, you could call them the deep state that's actually behind the government. Because that's all they're just very powerful, rich people getting together, and then they have the law and the world order in their hands. They could manipulate their own country if they wanted to. Make you think that we can live in a better utopia without weapons, nuclear bombs, or tanks, or gas, or anything harmful in our country, and we can allow other countries to buy from us, that kind of thing, which is ridiculous, because that's not true. That's not a utopia. That's socialism, which also leads down to communism at the end. And then some people are saying, but Trump is going to be a fascist. Some people are just saying, Trump's going to be a fascist. Well, has he ever tried to take away guns or attack the First Amendment? Well, why is like people like Kamala, why is some politicians like Kamala Harris and Tim Walz talking about, oh, but yeah, people can say harmful stuff and very negative stuff on email, so we're just gonna have to limit that. Yeah, eliminate free speech because they think what you're saying, like what I'm practically saying, wrong, and it's misinformation. No, that because you could hurt a lot of people's feelings, and you could trick, and that's basically hate speech. That's not hate speech. That's having an opinion, dude. Like, what the hell? Like, can you not be a form of group that you want to support? Like, Republicans are considered a form of a group. Democrat supporters are in some form of a group. But you want to attack First Amendment? So you want to attack words, but you don't want to attack groups. I mean, not saying you shouldn't attack groups anyway. That's still a free speech. You have your own rights and beliefs. But still, this is unbelievable. I don't even know. I haven't looked into it. But my chances are that Trump is winning. He is winning. Let's face it, he is absolutely winning. But right now, they're just saying, but he's not winning. Because they're just tricking you, really. That's all it is. More BS that they always say, oh, but you can't rely on Trump if he's a criminal, and look at the stuff that he's going through right now. Yeah, this is just unlawful, and all these Republicans that are backing him up saying during that, I think it was Georgia shooting, I think that state, but it was a high school that had a shooting and killed, and then they apprehend a person, and then some Republicans were saying, everybody pray together. Okay, those Republicans need to absolutely fucking go because they are not Republicans. They're basically what you call a rhino. People who claim to say they're Republicans, but have a Democratic view. They're just trying to pinpoint that on Trump. Like, that's the whole point of people lying, that some groups lying to the group that they're in to try to make Trump look bad. Trump is just simply just doing it because he see a better economy and for the party that he thinks he's representing. But you understand that the parties doesn't even matter because they're mostly influenced by politics, and Trump's not a political leader because he's not good with politics. That's not what we need. Politics wastes more time than it is. And he's a businessman. We need our economy to grow. We need a president that actually negotiate world country, like countries that could actually be a potential threat to us. But we have the weapons and whatnot. Still, it doesn't even matter. You don't provoke one. You don't provoke a country with the same materials as you do. Oh, but we have nukes. Okay, Russia has nukes. But we got a lot of nukes. So do they. You don't understand the logic when it comes with politicians? Some politicians? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But if that's the case, and I'm not surprised because I did mention before that Trump isn't going to win, even though he has the numbers and he has the winning, but he isn't going to win. I know some people may have their doubts and some people have their beliefs to say, yeah, I agree. The Democrats are trying. It's not the Democrats, dude. Stop saying it's the Democrats. That's exactly what they want you to believe from the Republican side. The Democrats are doing it. No, they're not. They know themselves that they're just a bunch of people just brainwashing you into thinking that, oh, it's this side, so that way you can still keep on supporting us. That's not true. Like, sorry. It's not true by the fact that it's just regular Democrats. You understand Democrats are just a party. You're blaming a party, not the people running it. You don't blame the people running it. And you know who is running it? The government. The government actually controls both sides. But hey, are they stopping them from like doing what they do best and just keep making you vote and brainwashing you into thinking politicians are what we need in this world? Yeah, they can still keep on doing that and you'll never know it's them. Because they never show their faces. That's how they do it. They get the idiots that they control on TV, like Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, and JD Vance or whatever, and they claim to say, oh, we can make America great again. You know, same stuff, same situations, more nonsense. Trump's not a political person. He's a businessman, and that is what we need. And unfortunately, that's the issue with the government. They don't want independent people who make their own money and know how to run a country. They want people that can control that person by using them to control the country, by making you think that this is what you voted for as a promise, and here's what we're going to do. And let's face it, most of these politicians don't really do anything at the start. I mean, did I believe Trump did anything? I can't remember if he did anything at the start. But I did know that the economy was fine. Everybody wasn't going to go bonkers over World War III or a potential second civil war. Nobody was going through that. But some people could say, but the January 6th, come on, dude. That was like the end of his presidency. Like, that obviously shows proof that he actually might cause one. Yeah, right. It was obviously people who were really powerful in the security system that just allowed all these people to just allow in. You think it was intentional that Trump wanted that to happen? No, he said peacefully do it, but they cut him off and they just used his words against you, and they just claimed to say, yep, this is what Trump wanted. This is what he wanted. You know, this is what we worried and what we've been warning you about. In reality, some parties of the Republican and some parties of the Democrats do not support Trump because they're just being told to, really. Getting paid underneath the table to say a bunch of nonsense. And especially the Republicans, you got to be careful. You got to be absolutely careful with the party that you support. You will never know if your politician or governor claims to say that, oh, he's Republican. I know Chris Sununu is not a Republican. I know damn well he's not, even though he claims to be one. He's not a Republican. I know some of you say, but what is a Republican supposed to be like? What? America first? Everybody arm themselves? Get rid of trans people and whatnot? No. Because a Republican, who knows what an actual Republican is? Because I look at the perspective of it, it's just a party. That's all it is. I think it all just leads down to that individual. Really. Do I think Chris Sununu is a great governor? No, he's stupid. I don't care if some people say, but he's what are you talking about? He's that great, you know? You know, if for some reasons that actually live in New Hampshire, and if some of you are not liking him the same reason I am, but you have a different reason why. I just don't like it because he's an idiot. He doesn't even know what the hell he's supporting, but except he talked about, he said, Nikki Haley's gonna win the prime election. He's gonna win that voting year in New Hampshire. Guess who turned out winning? Trump. he got all those people to actually want to vote for him, and then of course Chris Sununu was probably thinking, damn. So anyway, let's forget about her for a moment. Like, dude, quit supporting sides you don't really actually give a shit about. You really don't. Oh, but I stand with Trump. Yeah, like hell you do. You didn't even stand with Trump when you were talking about on the actual news comms that, oh, Trump don't stand a chance against Nikki Haley. Yep, those were his words, not yours. No, those were your words, not mine. If you want to take a look at it, look at the news. Look up at one of your own news channels that you somewhat control, and also the government who's also giving you this information as well. And some of you may agree, but I will post this in the link in the description. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But the whole topic is, this doesn't make any sense how some people are claiming to say Kamala's going to win. I believe the chances are that she can win. They are practically cheating, but it's still but they didn't say brainwashing wasn't cheating. That's basically what it is, really. That's all it is. And there's no way that many people would want to switch over to Kamala because they think, oh yeah, because we're just going to keep on repeating the same thing. I mean, that's all they do, really. If they could keep on saying Trump's a dictator, and then some of you people would say, no, he's not. And then they keep on saying it, and then sooner or later, you're going to be very convinced later on that you have no other information but this, that they keep on telling you, and claim to say, oh, okay, maybe I will vote for Kamala. Trump was a pretty bad choice. Do any of these supporters even have a reason why they want to vote for their own presidents? I never voted because I don't give a shit about any of these two people. I just believe that there has to be one right person to it. There going to be anyone else besides Trump, but right now, Trump is the only current option right now. Because he's a businessman. What is Kamala? Not a businessman, not a businesswoman. She can't even make her own money. And no, watch this. I bet her excuse is like, oh, I heard that some people are saying that I'm not a businesswoman. Actually, I make a lot from the government. Who's giving you that money? The fucking government. Oh, yeah, and also the Biden campaign that also helped you out a bit, too. Oh, yeah, and a little bit of Trump. Sure. Maybe he didn't realize at first that you were just trying to, like, become the next president after knowing that Biden wasn't an eligible pick. Like, they knew that, but they chose him anyway to become president, so that way they are easily controlling him. Which is stupid. I mean, practically they just threw him out the window after knowing that he was that useless, and now they just said, Kamala Harris, everybody. Yay, at least she isn't as mumblers like that old guy was. Haha, enough about him. Like, you see how, like, easy that was just to, like, use Biden and then just toss him out the window and no one's ever heard of him ever since it's all about Kamala now? Like, what happened to Biden? I thought he was still in office. Well, I guess Biden's not in office anymore. Maybe it's Kamala Harris. Haha. You know, that kind of nonsense. But I'm just saying, some of us need to be very careful with all the nonsense that some of these people are saying. Like, dude, have you seen the polls? Kamala's gonna win. Yeah, right. They're just showing you some fake shit that they see on TV. Who knows if it's actually the real answer. Do you want to believe anything that the government want to put it? And they don't like Trump, so of course they want to put it out. It's like, oh, we want to make sure the election is fair and equal. That's why Kamala's winning. How's that fair and equal? Well, I mean, with all the amount of brainwashing that they keep on doing, making you think, like, we could better live in a society if you keep on paying more and, you know, get rid of the AR-15s and limiting the use on the internet and the free speech. Haha, and definitely putting an influence on the education system, too. It's a bunch of socialisms. That's what they are. You have to understand that I have a feeling that Trump won't win. He has the numbers. I say he technically is winning. But, you know, the Democrats can always turn around on always the October days where they always discuss that. My grandfather always says that every October they discuss something. So it's either this. Jamie Ratskin's proof was right there, and everybody just thought it was just some scare tactic. He wasn't arrested when he should have been. I don't care if he represents a Democratic Party or Republican. He should be thrown in jail. Don't care, that's free speech? No, it's not. You are basically admitting to the people that you represent for saying, oh yeah, we're the government, and we're basically saying that we're gonna cheat. So you're admitting to cheating. That's lying. And you literally admit to the fact that you will need security for everyone. If that's the plan that they're going, using the 16th Amendment against Trump when they're going to have to pull him out the race. Basically provoking a civil war. I mean, they know it. I mean, they know he isn't. I mean, they know he's winning. I doubt that some of the Democrats or whoever's really controlling it want Trump to win. So, of course, they're going to have to find some way, you know? How about we just pull him out? Yep, just an instant. Don't care. Trump isn't winning. Congratulations, everybody. I bet they're saving that whole court date for no, watch this. It's either Trump will be in jail because of something he's never done, and people will claim to say, yes, but it's all that tax fraud shit that he's been doing. Okay, well, how the hell is he still running for president if he really did all that? You think he should have been in jail? Well, no, apparently he hasn't because you know yourself it wasn't real. Ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. They want you to believe that someone so hated it can win. They're desperate. They know Kamala can't win. They know it, so they're going to have to find their way somehow. Oh, they can't switch back now. They can't switch back. They have to use what they got to use. They can't bring in Biden because no one really ever cared for him. Unless you can brainwash everybody to thinking, hey, look, everybody, Biden's back. Ridiculous. They keep on, if they're going to keep on doing the switching back and forth garbage, and that's ridiculous. And I'm saying this for the Republicans, too. I've heard some talks about Trump wanting to replace J.D. Vance with Robert F. Kennedy, which I'm not saying it's wrong, but you understand, Robert F. Kennedy, some people may think, or you're probably thinking this or not, may think that the way that I'm talking, where I don't support you, you sound like Robert F. Kennedy supporter. I wouldn't even vote for him. We vote for him for president. So do you believe in a government? Of course I believe in a government. I believe in a fair government of speech. Okay, well, what about the party? Fuck the parties. You have to understand that the parties don't even matter anymore. They don't matter at this point. Everybody's using the same tactic as they always do. Everybody. Oh, what do you think Robert F. Kennedy's doing? Oh, it's Trump and... it's Trump and Kamala Harris are looking forward to controlling the Democrat. As me, Robert F. Kennedy, will make a fairer election. Yeah, using the people as an excuse. But watch when he's in office. I know he swings more favorites. You understand that when somebody who claims to say who don't support both sides, kind of lead forward to what they're actually going to favor. There's been talks that Robert F. Kennedy was a Democrat lover, and he was supposed to be there representing the Democrats. See? He's not some independent voter. He's the exact same thing. So eventually he leads out to the person at one thing. Oh, and now he's a Republican now. Ridiculous. Robert Kennedy, I'm not saying he's a bad choice. I'm just saying, why do you try to make your own party, but then you lean more of some favorites? This doesn't make any sense. You might as well just be a Democrat. Oh, but I'm not a Democrat. You don't have to say a Democrat to become a Democrat lover or support or become a Democrat, even though you talk great things about them. No, yeah, you don't have to say it. It's clearly obvious, really, and whatnot. But hey, I don't care who I see in office, just as long as this president is fair, and I doubt Kamala is. She's not. I'm saying this, and I'm not just saying this out of favorites, and I don't see Trump as a favorite of mine either. I'm just saying he's better for this economy right now. I don't see anybody else. But I thought maybe Robert F. Kennedy was at the moment, but then I noticed that he don't really think about independency and whatnot. He just thinks about leaning towards this side, Kind of try to say, oh, I stay in the middle, but then the way they talk and the way they support is leaning on more of the left. Oh, but then it becomes right. You see what I mean? But other than that, thank you guys for listening. I don't usually do this, post videos after a second one, but I did promise that I would make other videos and whatnot. But supposedly I was going to wait like another 2 or 3 days to actually get the energy, but somehow I do now. And I just want to say thank you so much. And so far, give you a heads up, and I mentioned in the last video, we have about like 100 and it's something that's 180, but I think somewhere around we have 186 views. That's remarkable, and that's all done by you guys. Really. I don't care how many people are watching, even if it's just one person that I've noticed from like every video, from some videos. I'll give them that. And I'll give that person who are watching this as well. Thank you so much. At Blocking Ahead, I thank you as always. Everybody still keep on subscribing to each other. Either you have a channel or not, or you're ever considering watching this. But I do not want any of your subscribers. I want your attention. That's all it is. I mean, you don't have to listen, really. I'm just stating my opinion. If you're ever interested in clicking on this, then click on it, you know? But other than that, thank you, everyone. And, you know, stay strong, stay healthy, stay smart, stay curious, all those kinds of things. And hopefully I will give my take on whatever topic I feel like, whenever it's political or geographic. But other than that, thank you so much for some of you who are watching this. And have a good rest of your day.